Hello, everyone. This is Jasper, and welcome back to another episode of the Newton Public Schools Alumni Association podcast series. And today we are joined by another special guest. Today we have Rohan tuning in with us. So, Rohan, would you mind giving us a quick introduction about yourself, like when you graduated and kind of what you're doing now?
Yes. So my name is Rohan Sharma, and I attended Newton South High School for the academic year from 2021 to 2022, and I graduated from Del Norte High School in San Diego, California in 2024. And at the current moment, I'm in Texas A&M University, and soon I will begin my sophomore year in pursuit for my chemical engineering undergraduate degree over there.
Oh, wow, fantastic. So, Rohan, I guess you had some time itself where you familiarized yourself with the courses itself. You took some courses there. So, considering what you're pursuing right now, are there any maybe courses itself that maybe helped you find that passion, or some courses that you felt maybe could have helped and contributed to what you're doing right now?
Well, I would definitely say this one course that inspired me to pursue my chemical engineering undergraduate degree was honors chemistry, because if I
I
remember
see.
correctly, my high school teacher back there, Miss Allison Grasso, with the techniques on the way she used to teach chemistry to us students over there in that class and everything, it brought an inspiration to me to do something related to chemistry where I can use some real
Oh,
world
okay.
applications and apply them back to the community in order to see how exactly things can be brought to the benefits of the human society, where they can do some things sort of much easier way for their daily lives and everything. And that there is like the main inspiration to why I decided to major in chemical engineering then. So yeah,
I
that was
see.
my major
That's amazing.
inspiration.
So you would say that maybe the teacher who had the largest impact on you itself would be your honors chemistry teacher?
And oh yes, definitely.
I see. That's interesting. So I guess there are a lot of students itself who maybe also want to pursue chemical engineering when they grow up. So based on what you know about South, do you know any like clubs that students could participate in, courses that you would recommend they take, or activities?
Well, courses that I would recommend is that, well, if they can take some of the regular courses for physics, biology, and chemistry throughout their 4 years in high school. And if they would love to push it up to the extra toughness of the levels and everything, they could possibly try the honors courses for all three for bio, physics, and chemistry. Or they can also do, if you want to go even to the next level and everything, they can also try AP Chemistry, AP Biology, and AP Physics, depending on whichever AP Physics courses are offered in Newton South. They can also take those courses as well if they are really willing to excel in in those courses, so that they can have an opportunity to major in chemical engineering. Then that's what my advice would be over here, in case if they're interested in majoring in chemical engineering, and if they would like to take those courses throughout their 4 years in high school then.
Ah, I see. Okay. So I've heard you mention AP classes, and speaking of AP classes, a lot of students are doing AP classes, and they're worried about I have to apply to college in maybe just 1 or 2 years. And just like me, I guess the application season's already started for us since the Common App is already open. So I guess for college application advice, transitioning to that, what do you think are some useful tips that you probably would have given yourself before you applied to college? Like, let's say you could go back in time and meet Rohan back when Rohan was applying for college. What extraneous tips do you think you could give young Rohan?
Don't panic. Seriously, don't panic. I can
I
guarantee you
see.
someone will accept you no matter what. No matter how many of those reputedous institutions you're applying for college and everything, to the Common Apps or the UC applications or the Cal State applications and everything. Seriously, don't panic. Somewhere where at least one of the major institutions will accept you. I can guarantee you that. And other advices I would give when it comes to the college applications and everything is that don't put a huge emphasis of whatever you did for your academics and everything. Like, try to show them that you are human. You're not one of those AI bots or something like that and everything.
I
So
see.
like what I mean by human is that show them that you do have a life. You can do something beyond academics as well. Like you can do something related to sports, or you can do some other hobbies as well. Like I don't know, like I mean baking for example, because I do a little bit of baking and all.
Oh,
Or you can also
okay.
say that you do a little bit of art, or you do a little bit of some salesmanship by selling some items on Amazon or something, which I know some of my friends do that and everything. And yeah, like I mean, just show them that you're a human, and show them that you want to do something, not because that you want to do this or because you're best when it comes to academics, but because you want to show them that that you're doing this because you want to show some emphasis that you care about society, and you want to use your knowledge on the things that you know on how could you use those things in order to make some things to make the society for the better for the people. Then that's what I would say would be my advice of saying to the to those college application officers who will be looking at your applications and everything. And like I would just say that just humanize everything. Don't make it all about academics and everything. That's what would be my well. If I were to see myself from 2 years ago, that's what I would tell that to me. Then.
I
So yeah.
see. Okay, so I guess this pertains a bit more to the essays. And speaking of the essays, because I know, the essays are a very dynamic process where you can write about just about anything. So obviously, you chose to write some stuff for maybe a personal essay or supplemental essays when you applied to colleges. So tell me a bit about your essays. Do you think they, evolved a lot from their original draft? And if so, like, how do you think you went through the process of evolving and changing these essays?
Mm, I would say I don't think my essays would have evolved. Whatever I said through my essays from 2 years ago remains the exact same words from what I would say from today. Because what I really said for my essays is that I was just talking about my background from the things that happened to me to my life and everything, and the things I've seen throughout my life and all. And and yeah, I mean I would definitely stick by those words and everything. And yeah, like I mean I was just always I was making sure that I was never putting an absolute emphasis on that. Hey, I am great in academics and everything, but I was always about what did I do outside of my academic my
Hmm.
academic life and everything, and why do I want to do what I want to do? Not because I'm good in academics and I want to do because I want to get paid or something, but like I said what I had to say because I wanted to do chemical engineering because I wanted to see how can I use the knowledge which I possess in my brain and everything, and where I can use those applications to create something or to work on something that would bring a benefit to the human society and everything. That was always my basic motto, and it hasn't been changed over the past. I wouldn't even say 2 years, over the past 4 years actually. So yeah, that's it. Whatever I said for my essays from 2 years ago would definitely remain the same to me right now, 2 years later.
Wow, I see. So, pertaining exactly to the stuff that you say in your essays, people always wonder, what am I going to write for my personal essay? Is it like this thing or this thing or this thing? There are a million different things about me. So, in the process of choosing what to write specifically for your personal essays, what do you think you did was probably going to be like, the most useful in making the deciding factor?
Useful, I would say just talk about why do you want to attend this university, and talk about well, definitely try to relate yourself to the university, as in like you need to tell them what makes them think that why this institution would accept them. And you have to give them a reason. Well, of course not the reason that you because you're the best and everything, but give them the reason that you follow the alignments of the motto or whatever this institution stands for and everything. And then through that you need to um phrase your words and the paragraphs that you'll be writing for your essays on what could you offer to the university, and how would that benefit you to become better throughout your life and everything, and to become the one who you wish to be as the years roll on for the degree which you're majoring in and all. And that's what I would say on the things you would have to mention for your college essays and everything.
I see. Fascinating. So I guess, we've learned a lot of values from you today about how, you have to showcase a part of yourself that you think, might not be reflected on your CV or your resume. So I guess coming away from today, what value or mindset do you think is probably going to be, the most important for people, both, in the chemical engineering sector who want to maybe major in it or pursue that as a job, or maybe just for people applying for college as a whole on a generic bird's eye view? What mindset do you think us high school students who have a lot less life experience than you in terms of the college application process, what do you think we should bear going forward?
The beer going forward, growth. No matter what, if there is something new that is coming in, just I know sometimes it's kind of hard for some people to accept something new. I mean, well, due to the amount of the new information that has been, outputted at a rate at such internet at such a short period of time, and everything is quite high. Something, just take it in. Take it in the sense that you need to have a growth mindset, a mindset where you can see that
Right.
hey, if there's some new alternative techniques that are coming in for some things that are coming up and all, then just take a look at it, see how does it work and everything, and if you would like to apply it to the things that you do in your life and everything. And when I say life, not just in academics but almost anything in general, just soak it right in, see how could you apply those techniques and the concepts that you see over there, and then learn how do you apply them and how do you use them and everything. So what I'm trying to say is that definitely you need a growth mindset, especially in the modern world which we're in right now. And growth mindset, and also have a mindset to accept anything that is quite the unexpected and new and everything. Definitely that would be my advice over here now.
I see. Wow, that sounds amazing. I hope everyone listening has learned some stuff about, growing yourself, about, showing a side of yourself to the college application that you probably won't be able to show to them otherwise if you just list down your statistics. So thank you very much for sharing this with us, Rohan. Thank you so much once again for joining us today on this podcast. I'm Jasper, and I hope to see you all next time. Thank you.
Oh yes, you're welcome.